The world is indeed in an important transitional era. Technological advancement, globalization in business, and globalization in the media and throughout the internet are taking us rapidly into unprecedented opportunities and challenges. We're in a period of high-speed transformation, and everything and everybody is affected by it. Exciting new research is showing us that we're all connected through a vast web of energetic connections that link all living systems.
So our research focuses on really three spheres: personal coherence, social, and global. In global coherence, we're really looking at the interaction or the communication really between humanity, all of us humans, and the Earth itself. So we've installed these ultra-sensitive magnetometers all around the Earth that are designed to measure what are called the resonant frequencies, or the moving fields, or the vibrating fields in the Earth's magnetic fields. So what we're seeing here is that our hearts and brains are operating at the same frequency as the magnetic fields, the resonating frequencies of Earth itself. So we have the basic understanding of how our hearts and brains can be transferring information back and forth between all of us humans and the Earth's fields itself. So what this implies is that what we think and feel, but especially what we feel inside, our emotions, don't just stay inside of us. We know they radiate out into the field environment through our heart's magnetic fields. But what we believe here, and what I'm suggesting, is that the heart's magnetic fields connect with and couple to the Earth's vibrating magnetic field, so it's a globally distributed energetic effect.
So it's pretty cool research. It's amazing research, and it opens the door for understanding ourselves in a different and new way. The big deal for me is this, is it begins to show us that in fact we are not alone, that we are all in this together, all in this game of life together, not as separate as we perceive sometimes. So I think that's the real beauty of the global coherence research. The science is amazing, it's intriguing, it's interesting, but at the end of the day, what I want people to understand from it is we are not alone.
As a highly connected global society, we're moving rapidly toward having to make important choices that will affect our present security and the lives of future generations. But the very challenges of this time period also present opportunities for a significant shift in human consciousness.
Heart-based living is when one learns to really align with the intuitive guidance of their heart and bring that into day-to-day life and the choices we make. One of the key aspects of heart-based living is that we become more inclusive in our thoughts, our feelings about others, and our behaviors.
There's so many heart-based qualities that have been valued by countries, nations, cultures all over the world. And there's a good reason for that. They really create more connection with something larger, with who we really are, and they allow us to have more flow, creativity, and fulfillment in life.
You know, heart-based living is really just sort of how we walk in the world, you know. It's just really a way of being, a way in which we carry ourselves, a way in which we make a contribution to the benefit of ourselves, to those around us, and to the world itself.
As our heart, mind, and emotions come into coherent alignment, this strengthens the heart power that supports our individual and collective intentions. If we can build the habit of practicing these techniques, we will be able to unlock our higher potentials and become more of who we truly are. With genuine practice, we can find within our heart the answers and directions for the next steps for ourselves and our global society. With all that's going on in the world today and in our own lives, it's important to have more compassionate latitude for ourselves and each other, in our workplaces, with family, or life's general challenges. Compassionate latitude helps us dissolve judgments and separation between people, allowing us easier access to new solutions. Here's how to get started. We invite you to try to apply what you've learned for the next several weeks. See what changes you experience. Creating a simple practice plan that feels right to you would be an important next step. Here are some suggestions. Use the quick coherence technique to prep before a potentially stressful meeting to maintain your composure and connect with your heart's guidance. Use it after a stressful situation to reset and reconnect with your heart to better manage the effects of stress and build resilience. Use attitude breathing to help shift your inner weather, your emotional state at any time. Practice attitude breathing to shift to more positive emotional states during the day. Use the freeze frame technique to gain more intuitive clarity for making decisions big and small, or to access more creativity and insight at any time. Do the technique as a written exercise, as you did in this program when you can. Finally, and just as important, practice the heart lock-in technique for 5 minutes or more at a time that's convenient to you. Most people find it easiest first thing in the morning before work to set the tone for your day and create a habit that fits your lifestyle, like brushing your teeth. At the end of the day, it's actually very simple. It's about whether you are in connection with your heart's intelligence or not. And when you find yourself out, how do you get back? The choice is yours. And now you have the tools to help.
I wake up and the very first thing I do now, and this is something I learned to do, is I just connect to my heart for even a moment. It might be 10 seconds, it might be 30 seconds, not ever over a minute. I just sit up in bed and let that be the starting point to my day. And I get up and get the kids ready for school and get them off to school. And then I sit down and I do 10 minutes of connecting to my heart. I do a heart lock-in, but it doesn't really matter what it's called. I just find that place in myself that is that deeper place in myself where I can feel that sense of love. And I kind of look at it like I'm filling up a gas tank for the day. And I spend about 10 minutes doing that, and it's just filling that battery or that gas tank. And what I realized is that when I do that every day, it carries over. I have better days. My days just get better. It's almost like it creates this reservoir that I can tap into through the day, and it sets the tone for the day.
The heart math techniques that I use on an everyday basis would be, while I'm talking to you right now, I'm doing my heart math. And just doing it right now in this moment, using my skill, because by doing that, it allows me to be present, centered, and focused on you. Because one of the questions that we get all the time, which is the absolute kiss of death. I want to take my game to the next level. People always say, I'm here, why are you here? Oh, I want to take my game to the next level. And so that means that they're trying to get to that next step. Yes, we want to get players to the next step to be able to improve, but the way you get there is by staying on the plateau, by doing the work and continuing to do the work. And as you continue to do the work, one day you're up on that next plateau. It just happens.
One of the key things Heart Math is doing to help usher in heart-based living and a new era of human consciousness is really the tools and techniques that we've developed. I mean, the knowledge that the heart is an access place to higher wisdom, courage, and increased intelligence has been around for millennia, and it's the central teaching of every major religion on the earth. But it's come to be seen as a metaphor. And what our research is showing is it's not just a metaphor, but the heart really is an access point to our larger self that can bring in that intelligence of another dimension.
And as more people do that and come together, it's going to draw in a whole new awareness, what we call heart intelligence, as the next level of human understanding, of human evolution or consciousness. And I see it happening. There's more and more events, global events, more people wanting to connect, more people realizing they're lonely and that something has to change. So this extreme pendulum swing will come back, and it will help people move into this new world of heart awareness and heart-based living.
In the program, you've been learning tools and techniques new understandings, new methods, all underpinned with scientific research. Now what do? Well, you have a framework you can use to practice. You can learn to practice tuning into your heart's intelligence, to accessing, the wisdom and the intuition that it provides, and then using it to sort of navigate this wild adventure that we call life. That's what the system that you've been learning throughout this course can really offer you. And as you begin to practice, it will get easier. There'll be more of a flow to it. It'll come naturally. Moment to moment, day to day will become different. And over time, it creates a new and very different experience of life itself. So my heart wish to you is that you'll take what you've learned, you'll put it into your daily life in a pragmatic, practical way that makes sense to you. You'll learn to listen to and follow the magnificent, intuitive presence of your heart.
It's a process of self-discovery and awakening. Thank you for listening. As you can see, this is only the beginning. The first step to a new life, as we fade out old ways of being and experience more harmony, kindness, compassion. A new awareness and sense of fulfillment inside you, waiting to unfold. Now it's up to you. And please, if you ever feel down, frustrated, or confused, don't hesitate to knock. I'll be here. I have always been here, and I will always be here. Please don't forget me.